Well, it is a gloomy autumn day, and looking out the window, and it's still raining. It has been raining here for 2 days, and well, we needed it, and we got it, but after a while, you've had enough. So I went out in the rain and harvested my herbs because I know with this autumn weather, it's getting ready to turn cold, and I'm going to lose all my herbs, but they grow back in the spring, but you hate to see them die off. So what I'm going to do with them is take the herbs that I have harvested, and I'm going to make an herb wreath. And so we're going to do this together, and if you want to do it, what you will need is a wreath frame. This one is 12 inches in diameter, and I got this small one because I want to use it in a window pane. But if you want a large one for your door and you have enough herbs to make it, that would be beautiful because you can make this and use it for several months. You can use it through Thanksgiving and through the Christmas holidays. You can add red ribbon, you can add holly berries to it, and then if you have it on the inside of your house, you're going to have that wonderful herb scent. So what we have are the herbs, a wreath frame, and I have some floral wire. I use green. It's good for camouflaging the ends of the herbs. And then I use floral tape, and it's also green. And then you will need ribbon if you want to hang it from a ribbon. Now, if you don't want that, you could just hang this cage frame on the wall or hang it on your door, but I'm going to hang it from a ribbon. And like I said, this is a burlap ribbon, but you can change it out, and you could use maybe orange for Thanksgiving, or you can use red at Christmas and add holly berries, and it would be beautiful. It would smell fantastic. So let's get started, and we will take our herbs and we're going to cut them at a certain length, depending on the size of your wreath frame. Now, I have found that when you are using a 12-inch frame, if you will cut your herbs about 6 or 7 inches long, that's about the perfect length, because what you're going to do is take several sprigs and you're going to bundle them together like this. Now see, this one's really long, and what happens is with this rosemary will extend out way beyond the frame. So you want to have it where it will just extend out slightly, but not all the way out. And so let's do this about 6 or 7 inches. Now, see that little bundle? I have 1, 2, 3 little sprigs on it. I might put another. Let's put 4. This is rosemary, but you can use any herb you want. As a matter of fact, I have some bay leaves that I bought at Penzeys Spices, and so I'm going to use some of these leaves to decorate with too. And so we have our little sprig. Now we're going to take our floral tape, and we're going to take time, and my phone is going crazy over here. Not an emergency. So I'm going to wrap this sprig with floral tape, and you see how you have a nice little bundle. And then I'm going to take the bundle and I'm going to attach it to the wreath. So what I'm going to do now is make several bundles, and then we'll start attaching it all the way around. Now I'm using rosemary as the main part of this wreath, but remember I also have sage. Here's some sage. So we can add some sage, and then I have oregano and mint and the bay leaves. So I'm going to bundle up quite a few of these to attach to the wreath, and then we'll start attaching it and decorating. All your herbs in these nice little bundles, and there's our oregano, our rosemary, and here is some, let's see, there's sage, and they're all ready to go onto the wreath. Now what I've done is taken the floral wire and I've cut several pieces into about 3 inches long. I don't know if you can see it at all on camera, but because it's so fine. So cut it about 3 inches long, because what you're going to do is wire your little bundles to the frame. And you want to set them apart so that you can go around the wire, around the frame, and when you get finished, it's all going to be full of these wonderful scented herbs. Covering the frame itself with all the rosemary first, and when you attach each bundle, overlap one bundle with the other bundle, and that way you can camouflage your floral tape. We now have the wreath frame covered in rosemary, and the simplicity of the rosemary is beautiful enough, but I think I'm going to add the sage. So what I think I will do is try to attach it so that it maybe, I don't want it too balanced, maybe one on the bottom, one on the top. Don't want it to look too perfect. So we have all of our rosemary covering the wreath frame, and now I've added the sage, and I put one bundle of sage on the top and 2 at the bottom, because I think there's beauty in imperfection, and I think that it looks a little more rustic that way. And so I also made a decision. I have mint and I have oregano, and I've decided not to use those because I think it might get a little too cluttered. But if you want to give it a try on yours, please do, because it's all about having fun with this and using the herbs that we all want to grow. Some of us have grown our own, and some of us may have friends who can give us herbs, or just go to the market and buy some. But I do have these bay leaves that I'm thinking about. I bought these bay leaves about a year ago, and I know they don't last forever. They lose their freshness, but I hate to just toss them. So I think I'm going to use quite a few of them, and I think I'm just going to tuck them in along this bottom area. But first, and I'm going to show you a close-up of this at the end of the video, and we're getting close to finishing. I have a ribbon that I bought, and I decided to go with burlap ribbon. But you may have a ribbon a color ribbon. This is a more neutral color, and so you might have a color that you want to use and brighten this up. So what I'm going to do is cut this, and then I will tuck it under, and you can either just nail it to the door, nail it to a wall, or you could glue that and just hang it on a hook. But you can see the beauty in this simple herb wreath. And if you tuck the bay leaves in, and what I'm going to do is put them all up here, and then I'll put a picture up so you can see it. But isn't that beautiful for a kitchen window or for the holidays? I just love this. And I like neutral colors, so I went with the neutral. But like I said, choose your ribbon. And I hope that this is a project that you will enjoy doing. And I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up and leave me a comment. And if you are not a subscriber, please tap that subscribe button in the bottom right-hand corner and follow me on Instagram. Bye!